Do you want great high notes? Doesn't every singer? Well, do you actually have a plan, or do you just go about it and hope you get lucky? Friends, if you want to have consistently great high notes, you have to have a plan, or else it's not really singing, it's more like gambling. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 30 years of teaching voice, 42 years of studying voice, all different styles. I take serious vocal technique and make it simple and fun. I am always amazed when I work with new singers, whether experienced or beginners, who are unhappy with their high notes but don't have a plan on how to approach them. For most of us, this doesn't come naturally. Just think of it. You don't naturally speak at very high pitches. Once in a while, sure, you might exclaim, "Woo!" or "Yeah!" But you don't speak entire sentences up there. You don't say, "Hello, how are you?" or "Hello, how are you today?" No, I don't think you talk like that. But yet we expect to sing high notes and long sustained lines in the upper register. I'm going to tell you the 5 most common mistakes that I hear in high notes, and I will give you solutions on how to correct them. I will also tell you which of my other videos to watch for a lot more information. Then we're going to do 3 exercises, 2 of which I say should be part of your regular daily warm-up. These are the same exercises that I do myself. Big mistake number 1, pushing up too much vocal weight, shoving. Some of you approach your entire range in your speaking voice. Well, friends, your speaking voice, the weight of your speaking voice can only take you so high, and then you're going to have a low lid, and then you're either going to flip or you're going to have a big crack. So remember, those vocal folds must stretch and thin as you go up in pitch. The feeling in the body is lighter gradually. So listen to this. Ba 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 ba. Gradually. Now, I can't tell you what to feel, but for me, when I'm in the lower register, I feel it lower, like in the chest. Ba 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 ba. Watch this. Ba 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 ba. All of the singers that I work with feel these different sensations. Some don't feel it in the beginning, but as they continue learning how to sing evenly throughout their range, they are aware of how the voice migrates. Our goal as singers is to have our voice sound even on the outside. Yes, we have to do little micro changes inside to sound even outside. Watch the videos in my playlist on the mixed voice. I don't care if you call it mixed voice, blend, or just good singing. Second, big mistake, not enough support. Yes, it generally takes more breath support to sing higher because those vocal folds are just going to want to come apart. Again, like I always say, that's not a bad thing. That's just what nature does. And you need to keep them together, vibrating and closing efficiently. That takes more breath support. If your high notes are weak, breathy, or you flip into falsetto unintentionally, you better work on your support. Follow my playlist on breathing and breath support. Third, big mistake, overblowing the high notes. Here again is your general rule. It typically takes less air, not more air, to sing higher. When you think of it, right, your vocal folds are already stretched and thinned out. And if you send too much air, you're just going to blast them apart. And you will either sound breathy and weak, or you're going to have to work really hard at your support to keep them together. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to over support and lock, a huge enemy of the singer. Real quick, I think we better do our ascending, descending siren. You know, I can never get enough of sirens. Let me do it first. Ah, here we go. Ah, you see, it doesn't take a lot of air to sing up there. Fourth big mistake, disconnecting as you get to the high notes. Some of this is caused by, again, pushing up too much vocal weight, and then the body can't handle it, and then you start to back off of the high notes when actually you want to stay engaged. But sometimes it comes from fear of high notes, or some singers think they're doing the right thing. They said, well, I'm supposed to get lighter and thinner, but they don't realize, yes, they're getting lighter and thinner and disconnecting at the same time. An example of that would be ba 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 ba. See, I didn't even migrate. I shifted gears. That's a hole in the voice. If you want to have one smooth sounding voice from top to bottom and back up, then you want to think of every note having something in common with the note before. We don't shift gears, we migrate or we transition. And all of this is done very gradually, or else, once again, people will hear a hole. The fifth big mistake, going into the squeeze for the high notes. Some singers squeeze the vocal folds and they squeeze the throat and they let that larynx jump up for the high notes. That is squeezing the three enemies of the singer. See my video on that. And I have a lot more help for you in my playlist called Better High Notes. Okay, we are ready for our first exercise. Actually, it's the second because we already did the siren. So we're going to do our humming. Humming helps you feel that stretching and thinning. It's pretty hard to hum and shove and push vocal weight. So with space between the molars, I want you to start pretty low, hum all the way up and come back down like this. And be open to those sensations. Here we go. And if you hear a crack or feel a crack, I can't do it on purpose, but if you feel that, then keep on practicing until it's nice and smooth. Exercises 2 and 3, which are actually 3 and 4. These are the exercises I say you should do every day in your practice. I do. Slow scales. These are your medicine. We're going to start with a slow 5-tone scale, okay? Higher voices can start up here. Lower voices can be down here. So I'm either on E flat 3 or E flat 4. You want to start in your middle voice. You don't want to work on your high notes just by starting on the high notes, okay? Because it is your approach that matters first before you get there. So it's like this. You can either do it on bub, ba 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 ba, or ba 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 ba. Now I'm going to jump here so I can show you what you need to do as you get higher. Okay, how about if I'm here for the male voices? Ba 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 ba. You hear how it gradually migrates. Ba 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 ba. Not ba 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 ba. That's just shoving and shouting. You might be able to get a few notes out like that, but it's not going to last very long and it's not going to be pretty. Now we're going to take this up in the next octave because this is so often a problem for many singers. The A flat, A, B flat, B4. So listen. Ba 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 ba. As I got higher. Ba 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 ba. What if I want to take it higher? Ba 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 ba. That voice migrated smoothly. So we're going to do this in 3 different keys for the different voice types out there. And your goal is to have every note have something in common with the next note and be open to the shift in sensation and migration. And again, slowly, because this is your medicine. Ba, 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 ba. Now, if you tend to push and shove, then you might be better off doing the same exercise on mum. Let's try it. Mum, 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 mum. Your choice. Okay, let's go to the middle voice. Mum, 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 mum. Let's go up here for higher voices. Ba, 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 ba. Or I could do it an octave lower. Ba, 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 ba. You see, no having to shift gears. No, that's too stressful. Migrate gradually. After you can do those slow scales smoothly, then you can speed them up, but only when you're ready. Next, we have the full scale, like this. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? Same principle. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. How about up here? Ma, 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 ma. Of course, the full scale is going to be more challenging. I suggest that you do these types of exercises starting first in your middle voice and working your way up, rather than starting in the low voice and working up, because if you start in the low, you're going to be more tempted to push too much weight up and shove. In my own practice, when I can vocalize using these scales and other similar exercises from my low to middle to high voice smoothly and easily, then I know I'm ready to sing. If I can't do it smoothly, then I probably just need to warm up a few more minutes. I recommend this to everyone. These are the types of exercises that I have in my audio program, Victoria's Vocal Exercise Program. 4 different voice types, tons of exercises, more than you might ever use in your lifetime, and variable playback speeds. So you can play the exercises moderately, you can play them fast, you can slow them down, whatever you need. The program is extremely affordable, so see the link in the description below. Also, if you have not yet gotten my 2 free ebooks, be sure to sign up below and you'll get your copy instantaneously. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Have a plan for your high notes, and they will become more consistent for you and exciting for both you and for your listener. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, leave me some comments, follow me on social media, and have fun working on your thrilling high notes. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.